Tsunamis, the danger and the science were the topic of discussion today in a so-called Spearcast that was shown live around the world from Bishop Museum. As KITV4's Amberlyn Hayden reports, the event focused on the Pacific-wide tsunami that forced evacuations in Hawaii 5 months ago.
The last time these sirens sounded in Hawaii was February 27th after an 8.8 magnitude earthquake in Chile spawned a Pacific-wide tsunami warning.
Leave immediately. Do not delay.
And as the seafloor slides down, the whole system deforms more and more and more, and eventually it can't take it anymore. And every 200 or 300 years, something like that, you have a big earthquake.
About a dozen people gathered at the Bishop Museum to watch a 6-foot diameter 3D representation of how tsunamis work, including how the February 27 tsunami traveled across the Pacific. The demonstration was broadcast worldwide to about 50 other Science on a Sphere sites.
Some of them will be tuning in, getting an idea of the science of tsunamis, their impact, and then also what you can do and prepare if one happens.
When an earthquake occurs, the Pacific Tsunami Warning Center has various tools and instruments to track the strength, energy, and direction of a potential tsunami. In February, some of the tools stopped transmitting, but scientists gathered information from these seafloor sensors which recorded pressure from the generated waves.
So this information said this had to be a Pacific-wide warning. So that's what we did.
Geophysicist Gerard Fryer said although the waves were smaller than initially expected, they were still destructive by the time the tsunami reached the Marquesas Islands in the South Pacific.
And in fact, the civil defense head of the county of Hawaii is very glad there was a warning. He said if it hadn't been for that, there would have been injuries, possibly even deaths.
One of the waves that hit the Big Island was more than a yard high. Amberlyn Hayden, KITV4 News.
Scientists say with every event, they are better able to gauge the potential impact of the next tsunami.